Alright, man. It's like the sixth time I recorded this. This is crazy. And then the audio didn't work. Switching to 3D mode kept killing it. This is like really kind of annoying. Anyway, um, try to show you how to use Deep Desktop. So click on it, and you're gonna need a second monitor. Since I use this mini PC, you're gonna need, I use dummy plugs. I got three of them from Amazon for like $5, five something on Prime Day. So like I'm in the 20s here. Sometimes it goes down to the 10s. So that's not bad. And I can't really launch it because it's going to keep killing my video. So I'll just show you. But here's where your installed stuff is. You can install them down here. And then it'll go through a list, take 5 to 10 minutes to start downloading them. And then, but I usually use this. Like here it shows installed, hit continue. But I'm not sure the difference in why everything's not on this list because some stuff like I don't have like this. If you hit continue, it'll just start installing it anyway. I'm liking this one right now. Make sure your settings are right, NVIDIA, and then all this stuff. So if you hit continue, I don't want it to start because I don't even have any other monitors plugged in or I'm not in 3D mode. So like don't do that. So normally like depth, like don't start. And then, so after 4.0 on the depth, I don't really notice anything, but I don't notice anything bad artifacts, so I just leave it up as a placebo. I don't know what this does. Can't really tell what this does. I think this looks better on large and smooth edges. The edges do get messed up sometimes, most of the times. And if you wanted to, you could crop them. That's the only thing I could see useful for this. And then if you do this, it just ruins everything. You have to reset it with these, or these you can reset with R. And then this, I don't understand the point of this. It ruins everything. Don't know what this does. I think I like this. I can't really tell a difference, so whatever. I think more threads is more better. And if I do the ML0, that's like would be my GPU, my iGPU, and then this will be up in the 90s, and this will be in the 60s. So that's like uneven, and it kind of spikes a lot. But if I pick CPU, they're both in the 80s, 90s, like pretty equal. So I feel like I'm getting a way better performance. I'm using more of the performance on the table. It's more evenly distributed. So especially for this mini PC, I prefer it to be on CPU mode. So then once you launch this, so like this is where you would plug in, you would actually want to leave this screen. So you'd want to be on this screen. You don't want to click SBS mode because you lose the taskbar at the top. So you see if I go back here, I have a taskbar, and that's what you need to have. So what you do is you plug in your other monitor. If you already have another monitor, the second thing I'm going to say is not important to you, but if you plug the dummy monitor in now, you could lose the screen because Windows likes to move things around. But it hasn't been for me, but every time then once you plug that in, then you 3D mode on the glasses. Once that goes to 3D mode, this will be, you won't be able to see this anymore. You have to close one eye. And then, but often this shoots to the other screen, to the left. So what I have to do is you have to bring your mouse up here, put it on the taskbar, and just go to the left onto that screen and grab the taskbar here that you can't see. So you just know it's like a little bit to the left. You click on it and you pull it back over onto your 3D screen. And once it's there, pop it up, put it on there, and then you still won't be able to see it good because it'll be in normal mode, but your glasses are in 3D mode. So you got to close like your left eye, click SBS mode, and then it'll show up and be in 3D, and then you can see everything. Then you come back in here, do this, go back to your menu here, and then when you hit start, you're going to want to, like, it won't show up right now. Like, I do not want this to start. It'll show up a monitor thing. I always have to switch it from 0 monitor. Like, it's not going to show up now. I don't have it plugged in. I don't want it to stop recording for whatever reason. And then you switch it from 0 to 1, or at least I do. Make sure this is on the right thing. Hit start, and then your display of the other monitor, which will be your computer, will be behind this menu where it's the blue and orange. And then you bring the mouse to the left, and then the menu will disappear, and you'll just be using your 3D screen. And then when you want to come back to the menu, you bring the mouse back to the right off of your screen you're using, and then this will pop up again. So it'll be the same looking screen, but on the right, the menu pops up on the right screen. And then you can adjust most of this stuff dynamically, like live. And then when you're done, you put the mouse back to the left. And if it doesn't pop up on the right, click, it'll pop up. And then you go back to the left and just this disappears, and you use the computer and play your games. So I don't like clicking that. I forget what that does. I don't know what that does. Um, all right, so that's about it. Hopefully this recorded audio.